Hey guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. My name is Peter, and today we're going over another hybrid deck profile. Today I have Cherubimon hybrids. We are going back to the BT7 Cherubimon and the BT8 Cherubimon because I really like the alt art on the BT7 Cherubi, and I've been looking for a way to play it for forever. And now we have a way to play out Purple Tamers really easily, so we are going to play it. For our eggs, 4 copies of the BT16 Cherubimon on deletion by trashing a card in your hand. Gain 1 memory. Along with the new Koichi, this is a great way to get 3 memory on a turn, plus 1 chip damage, and get cards in trash. So this is just my go-to egg with Purple Hybrid. We're going to have 1 copy of Psychemon. All turns, players can't reduce play cost. This deck loses really hard to Death Xmon, and I want to make sure that I'm not just presenting the opponent an opportunity to Death X our board when we play out a bunch of rookies with BT7 Cherubimon. So I try and make sure that this is in the trash if I can, before I blow up my Cherubimon like a Lego bomb. 4 copies of ST16 Gabumon. Start of your main phase if your opponent has a Digimon. Gain 1 memory, so this is going to net us a memory if we promote it from the back and the opponent has a Digimon, which they most likely will. And then when attacking, you can draw 1 trash 1. Doesn't come up super often, but sometimes it does. And then we're running 2 copies of the EX4 Guilmon. This does cost 1 to Evo on an egg, which doesn't feel great, but we were running Loweemon in this slot anyways, which did cost a memory as well. And then on play, if you have 20 cards in trash, this gains Rush. The nice thing about this is we are looking to do our Cherubimon play with Jax Raid, just like most purple hybrid decks that go for a Jax Raid and hybrid loop type play to build up lots of trash, get all your memory from Jax Raid, and then do something to win. The thing we're going to try and do to win is to go up into our Cherubimon, play the BT8 Cherubimon to kill the BT7, get a bunch of rookies, and if we get the Guilmon off of it, we can ideally give it Rush if there's 20 cards in trash. So that is the goal here. 4 copies of the BT16 Ukkomon. We are playing hybrid, so this is going to help us find our Tamers and find our Duskmons to start setting up our mill conditions. So 4 copies is mandatory. 4 copies of Duskmon himself from BT18 on play and when digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn, change one of their Digimon or Tamers into a color other than white, so this denies the Evo on a stack. And then when attacking, you can Evo one of your Digimon or Tamers into a level 4 with the hybrid trait from your trash with the cost reduced by 1. We are using this to Evo into our Velgrmon. And then the inheritable says on deletion, play a Tamer. With cost 4 or less from your trash without paying the cost, we are trying to get back our Tamer value off of this inheritable, make sure we're still gaining memory, or grab back a Matt Ishida so that we can grab back a Duskmon and do the mill loop again. So 3 copies of Velgrmon. This is what we evolve on top of the Duskmon when attacking, on play and when digivolving. For each color among your opponent's Digimon and Tamers, you trash the top card of both players' decks. Then this Digimon gets 1k DP for each card trashed by this effect for the turn. So ideally, you should be milling about 2 cards each with this card to mill 4 total, make him an 11k DP. And then he hopefully survives the attack. You kill him, kill hopefully 1 or more of your opponent's Digimon, and then you're going to get your Tamer back, and that's your mill loop. So 3 copies of this card. We don't quite need him as much as Duskmon, but we do want to see him. 3 copies of Loweemon from BT18. When digivolving, draw 1 trash 1. Cycling cards, putting things in the trash, finding our pieces as important. And then when attacking, one of your Digimon or Tamers may digivolve into a purple or yellow Digimon with hybrid trait in your trash. This is especially good in this deck because we can go into the Rhihimon, and that does set us up for Cherubimon Ace or to threaten the BT7 Cherubimon on the opponent's turn. So we do like that inheritable quite a bit. And then, or sorry, not the inheritable, when attacking. The inheritable does say, though, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, other than by your effects, you play a Tamer with inherited effects from your sources without paying the cost. So if the opponent tries to swing back over your Rhihimon that you will probably swing into, or digivolve into, you can get the Tamer in the stack back. And actually, if you evo into the BT7 Rhihimon, you can get the Tamer in your stack back, and then on deletion, this Rhihimon will give you an extra Tamer off of that. 2 copies of the KaiserLeomon. This is going to be a retaliate body if we evo into it. It's going to pop a level 4 or lower. And then it's also playable with Cherubimon Ace, so I don't mind the 2 copies in this version of Purple Hybrid quite so much. I'm still on 3 copies of BT7 Rhihimon. If you saw the Velgrmon deck profile, I am running a 3-3 split. This Digimon can evo for 1 onto a stack that has a Tamer in it. So really great cheap way to get into a stack if you're trying to evo into a level 6 in this deck. And then on deletion, like I said, we can play a purple Tamer card from our trash without paying its cost. So if we evo into this on the Loweemon when it's attacking, this does set us up to punish our opponent if they swing over the stack. So that is a super nice feature of this card. Then we're going to go 3 copies of the new Rhihimon. From main, you can place a Loweemon and KaiserLeomon from trash under a purple or yellow Tamer, and then Evo into the Rhihimon for 3. It has jamming, and when digivolving, you play a Tamer with inherited effects from your trash without paying the cost. So this nets you +1 Tamer, which is really, really fantastic. And then ideally, you would have a Loweemon or Duskmon inheritable underneath this in order to get another Tamer back after the fact. When attacking, you'll give something -4k, which does come up in this profile because we do have plenty of level 6s that we are trying to Evo into, and this keeps the opponent's board nice and trimmed down. For our level 6s, we're on 2 copies of the EX6 Cherubimon Ace Alliance, and then on play, when digivolving, you may play 1 green or yellow 4 or lower Digimon from your hand without paying the cost. Then until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon gets -4k for each of your other Digimon. This is just kind of a brutal card to ace into. It does ace on top of your Rhihimon here, and then it'll play you out of body. That's only going to dish out -4k if you don't have extra bodies on the board, but where this card does shine is actually after you've done the Cherubimon thing, and you have lots and lots of level 3s on the board. You can plop this down and give something like -20k, and then assuming they have an ace on the board, this is just a great way to get rid of a big body for cheap, especially with the overflow penalty. So I do like this at 2, and it does do work in this deck for me when I need it to. Our main boss monster here, BT7 Cherubimon. When digivolving, you play a purple Tamer card from your trash without paying its memory cost, and then for each Tamer you have in play, you delete an opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. So it's going to trim their board down quite a bit, depending on what they're playing, and it does net you a free Tamer, which we do like to see. On deletion, for each Tamer you have in play, you may play 1 level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. So that is what we are trying to do, and we are going to do that with BT8 Cherubimon. So when you would play this card from your hand, you delete one of your purple Cherubimon to reduce the play cost by 8. So you're going to play this for 3 from your hand, and that's going to trigger the on deletion of your BT7 Cherubimon. So for each Tamer you have in play, you're going to activate the effect below. One of your opponent's Digimon gets security attack -2 until the end of your opponent's turn. I also do want to point out this card is not just for popping your BT7 Cherubimon. This is an incredibly flexible card in this deck because it evos on purple and yellow level 5s for 4. And you are going to have lots of purple Tamers in play just by default playing purple hybrid. So this is a good way to just stop your opponent from winning straight up. You evo this on a Rhihimon stack, which by the way, we can get into for 1 memory with the old Rhihimon. Now you're dishing out -2 to a bunch of your opponent's Digimon, and they just kind of got to sit there and wait a turn for you to just pass and hope that you don't kill them on your turn so that they can come back without the security debuffs and do something. And that gives you quite a bit of time to actually figure something out, kind of come up with a game plan. We do have the ShineGreymon Ruin mode, which you could then evo onto next turn. The kind of perfect scenario here with the Jax raids is that we go into this Cherubimon. We're going to pop it for 3 to play this out. Ideally, we should be getting, 3 to 4 level 3s off of this. This does also trigger the Duskmon if he is underneath the Cherubimon, which is fantastic because you're gonna get a Tamer for evoing into this, and you're gonna get a Tamer when you kill this. So even if you use a Tamer in your stack, you're gonna go +1 on Tamers, and that's not even counting if you play if you evo into the Rhihimon from BT18 on top of that Duskmon. You can go +2 on Tamers on the stack and then have 3 Tamers easily when you pop this. So we'll say you get 3 level 3s off of this. You get the Cherubimon, you've got 4 Digimon in play. We're going to say you popped all your Jax raids, you've done the purple hybrid thing, you set up your combo perfectly, so now you've got 8 memory to work with. You're either plopping down a Cherubimon Ace, you've got 4 other Digimon, and you get to play one out, so you're going to have 5 other Digimon, 6 total on board. Hopefully one of those is Psychemon, so you don't get Death X. So with the 5 other on board, you're going to dish out -20k DP, and then to finish it off, you're going to Ruin mode, -5k your opponent's board. All of their board's going to have -2 security attack, and then hopefully they shouldn't be able to promote to actually respond to you. The only thing they can really do is evo up the line and hope they have some removal effects that way, which is obviously what you get for playing an older boss monster. It's not a real lockout. You are just kind of handicapping your opponent and trying to not let them do anything. We are trying to mitigate that, though, with the Guilmons that get rush. You pop the Cherubimon. Hopefully, you're either going to, win off of doing this, or you're going to swing out with the Guilmons for game. One of the two. But I guess we'll finish out here. We got the Jax raids that are going to gain you memory for every 10 cards in your trash. We've got the 2 Mad Ishidas, Memory Tamer, grabs you a Digimon or option card back from your trash. The main point of this is to play it with Duskmon, to grab Duskmon back after it dies, so you can keep doing the purple hybrid loop. 3 copies of BT7 Koichi. On play, draw 1, trash 1, and the inheritable gains your memory on deletion. Great way to make your hybrid plays cheap and efficient. And then 4 copies of the BT18 Koichi Kimura. By trashing a card with hybrid or 10 warriors, you gain a memory at start of main, and when attacking, inheritable grabs you back a hybrid or 10 warriors. So it makes sure that you have your pieces for your loop kind of alternating because you're grabbing them back every other turn when you swing with this. So that is it for our deck profile. That is my super convoluted method of winning the game with BT7 Cherubimon. I hope you guys enjoy it. This is the version I'm actually playing in real life, not the Velgrmon version, because I already have so many Chaos Guilmon decks. But I enjoy it quite a bit. I think it's fun. It's creative. It's a nice direction to take Purple Hybrid that doesn't actually make my friends upset when I play it, because this archetype is really, really good. And it kind of tones it down a little bit. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What are you doing with Purple Hybrid? What's your go-to top end for this? I saw somebody in the comments tell me that they were going to be building Velgrmon with Purple Hybrid. That sounds super cool. So let me know if there's anything else you guys are doing with this archetype in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Thank you to our YouTube members for supporting this channel. It's people like Langlong and Big Z11 who make videos like this possible.